Okay, so the lady sees the most dangerous target, which is you, I guess. And she attempts to shoot you. And her skill... give me a moment, I need to fucking... looking through... Okay, warrior... One. Okay. So... And I'm gonna say, can she burst fire from Mac pistol? No. Makes sense. Okay, so one from that, one from that, one from that. What's your AC?
5.
Okay. Well, she hits you.
Ouch.
4.
Got a 19.
2d6 plus 2. Yeah. Okay, and the way damage works in this situation, just give me a moment, 2d6 plus 2, is that I only add 2 to one of the 6s. Oh my god, you lucky son of a bitch. So, that first one doesn't do anything. And yeah, because die that rolls 1 does no damage, 2 to 5 is 1 point, and 6, 9 is 2 points. So I add 2 to, okay, so that's, the second one is 3, so you get 1 point of damage.
Okay. That's a lot better than what I expected.
Yep. Lucky son of a bitch, as I said.
Yep.
Okay, and it's your turns, I guess.
I will... Let's see, so I took out the one. There's her, the one on the balcony. Then... Which one had the glasses? Was it the one that had his rifle ready?
The working glasses with night vision, yeah, you already took out that guy.
Okay. So then I will go after the 2 that were on the couch as I'm like moving towards to get around the kitchen counter.
Alright. Go ahead.
And miss. So then with the Afraid Eye, I'll hit 5 on the guy that I don't want to.
Okay, and he rolled 9 HP, so that's a total of 6. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this guy will still, like, you hit him like through a leg, a knee, and he's like, ah, fuck, my leg! And then like you hear like body thumping down on the floor, and he's like starts, you hear like sound of blood coming out, it's like, fuck, help! And there's like, motherfuckers, they're like, god damn it, call the others, raise the alarm, and they're like starting shouting while looking for their flashlights, and I guess that's still 3 rounds off.
Yep.
Okay, and let's see, how about your dude?
Dave.
How about Dave? How about him? Yeah, and Dave sees your plan, and he's like full out, and he's like burst fire on couch from his mag rifle. Oh no, wait, fucking mag rifle cannot burst fire? What can burst fire? Oh no, wait, laser rifle. No, but okay, so he's like from his mag rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's enough, that both of them are like fuck, and they like fall onto the, like, television is in bits and pieces, and their bodies are like they fall over. And now it's turn of these guys again, so 2 rounds until they get flashlights. And first start with the lady, so she Let's say she focuses on you again. Like, sees a target that sees probable, like, head honcho of this incursion.
Damn! She likes to hit me.
She hits again.
I should tell her to stop hitting on me.
Man, that would be a fucking still better love story than Twilight. Knock her out, take her as a prisoner, and then work her way into her heart. Probably by not cutting it out.
Yay, Stockholm Syndrome!
Okay.
Ouch.
That will hurt you slightly more. So I'm gonna add that 2... Yeah, I'm gonna add that 2 to 3, so it's 5 and 5. So, no wait, it's still, no wait, differently. I'm gonna add 2 to 5, so that's 7. So you get for total of 3 points of damage.
Alright.
So like the bullet from her mag pistol just bounces off from your armor. You like almost figurative crack. Obviously armor still holds, but there's like a you know, as with the Kevlar get hit, so you feel like oomph. Okay, that was her, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make a luck check for warrior guy on balcony. To see, because the guy, he hears his friends and companions dying. He doesn't see shit, but maybe he's a new guy or he doesn't have much experience, and he's like, fuck this shit, and then like and full auto, like empties out entire magazine through glass wall into the dining like main living dining room. And I'm gonna make a luck save for him to see if how bad it will be. He needs to get 13 or higher. Nope. So who is still alive? Obviously he would not be able to get that lady behind counter. Those two guys at telly are dead. One guy at the balcony.
I think your list before was still counting the two from
Okay, so yeah, the one guy who was like going
left.
back to his post obviously turned around and went in, but he doesn't like what's going on, and then there's like a and there's sounds of his gurgling as straight bullet from his companion shooting just tears through his neck, and he's like and then he falls on his knees.
Well now.
So I think you have one lady who can attack you and one other guy still alive, or two other guys still alive? I'm not sure.
I think it's the one guy, then one on the balcony, and then the lady.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's like that.
Alright. So then I will go ahead and shoot for the lady this time.
Okay. I need to check what will be her armor, and because she's still behind kitchen sink, which is hardcover, I'm gonna say. Oh wait, because she doesn't have armor, so that's 9, but she has dexterity, so 8. And do you remember what AC bonus I gave you for hardcover?
I think 2.
Okay.
So put it at 6.
It was hardcover and not softcover?
Because I think softcover was 1.
Ah, okay. Okay, so yeah, no, 7. Yeah, no, not 7. Fuck. 9. Yeah, that her AC will be 6.
Okay. Well, I hit for not very much damage.
She will still be alive. Unless you want to finish the job with Frey die.
Yep, let's try it out. Nope. But she's close.
Yeah, she's very badly wounded, and even as she's got hit, she's like shout of pain. Fuck you! What the fuck do you want? And then like obviously she's like still aiming and trying to. She will try to hit you next time.
I motioned towards Dave and like motioned towards like the guy on the balcony.
Yeah, he's like rolls his eyes. Yeah, I planned that to take this asshole, and then he.
Shrug at that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give it like he like shoots and like three bullets bursting like fuck you, and then like full auto, and the entire like glass doors are gone, and yeah, I'm gonna even say that he riddled the guy with so many bullets. There's like and then he like tilts over and starts falling down.
Oh, now hopefully he doesn't hit Bob. We did tell him that. Well, though we did tell him that he should probably take a sick day. So
that would be so like luck roll, and then he rolls not one, and he looks up and suddenly he dies because fucking dead body crushed him.
Just he took too long to leave.
Nah, yeah. He's already far away from this place. Okay, so I think it's the last round before the last guy gets his lights working.
Yep.
And Lady, well,
I have shot her up quite a bit.
Yeah, she even though she shouted like that, there's like a part of her mind saying that she's not getting out of this alive unless you die first. So she's doing what she was paid for. And oh wait. I'm gonna be a fucking dick.
Ooh.
Very quickly. No, there's no persuasion in this situation. Okay. No dice. When you just slaughtered majority of security.
I guess that's fair.
You feel like she drops a pistol and suddenly say hello to this motherfucker, and then it's a burst fire from spike thrower.
Oh my.
It's a TL for shotgun.
That sounds painful.
Okay, so normally that was 7 and she's bursting, so it's +2 to hits. She'll be rolling with +9 to hit you.
Oh no.
And she's gonna fucking botch. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
I can just imagine like a pain of where a shudder like gets real intense, and she just like misses and just like shoots the ceiling or something. Probably like even shoots the light, so even the lights went back on.
Not really. No, I'm gonna.
Darn.
Yeah, not so good. But there's a click and there's like a whoosh as one of the bolts just go past you. But then as she clicks again, there's like as the weapon jammed, and there's like a crash. God fucking damn! And yeah, she's like, God fucking damn it. And yeah, finish it off.
Yep. So I will shoot the, not her, but the guard. I keep scrolling back up for some reason. Damn!
And you critted, so you roll damage again, so another 2d8. Because if you don't have improved critical, the critical threshold is by 10. Yeah, so suddenly, unless you want to describe it otherwise, I imagine the guy's head just explodes.
Yeah, it explodes so violently that there's like a brief flash of light even. Not that it would help anyone, but... And then I will use the frayed eye to finish off what's-her-face with a 5.
Yeah, and the like stray bullet like goes through the kitchen sink, and there's like a gasp as she like gets hit, and you hear like body slamming down, and like cracked breaths as they kept getting slower and slower, and she's like, I give you like if you want to like come up to her and something, and if not, then she will die.
Nah. So, is the vault in this room, or would we have to go back out into the hallway? Like, could we get to the room that the vault is in through this room? Or would we have to like go back out in the hallway and go to a different room?
It is possible to go through this room. You need to go through another hallway. On the end of the hallway there's a door locked by electronic lock, and in that room there's another lock which opens not a hallway but like a small I'm gonna fucking like
alright.
How is
well then we will go the fastest way to that electronically locked door.
Yeah, and the door, the first door that's locked, it's this one.
Do you have a map?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I scribbled down something.
Oh, I see. I had my character sheet up, so.
Yeah, so that's the hallway that comes from dining room. That's the first door with electronic lock. That's the room where where's like quarters of security and their armory, I guess. I would even say that there might have been like 2 more guys, including like heads of security, but I'm getting a little bit tired and I need to do stuff, so I'm just wanna play that until the end. But just as you come in, they might even get a 1 or 2 shots, but they will just get slaughtered. And then there's another security door here, which opens into like smallish, like a closet, and on the wall of this air quotes closet there's a visible like vault door.
And then I tell Krona or whatever to start earning his paycheck.
Will do, boss. Let me guess, would he have toolkit? Perhaps, but he's too ambitious to try with the toolkit at first. But maybe he will need to. Yeah, and he's like, during the first 10 seconds there's like a grimace like, oh come on, and then he like whips up his toolkit, let's get dangerous, and then the fucking vault is cracked in 30 seconds flat. In the meantime, you hear like the crack, okay, we are on the elevator floor coming to you, and after those 20 seconds you hear footsteps, and the rest of the team is with you in, like, not in the vault because the closet is not that big, but they are awaiting at the security room.
And you said it's an armory?
In the security room there's like a part, like a, not wardrobe, but like a, you know, locked with electronic lock, yeah, armory. Typical police one.
I just kind of wave towards it and be like, take what you want. Consider extra pay.
And Dave and Joanne just look at one another, might as well, and they just like fucking shoot the electronic lock, force open.
Yep. And I go in and get the key card. In like the vault.
Yep. Normally the vault would have like additional security measures like lasers, but Crone disabled everything. Yep. Yeah, and so the keycard is, as you imagined, like a USB data stick.
Yep. And
obviously at this point, slightly before you take it, because you don't use science weapons, so no lights or lights, at this point there's like a clink, and there's maybe emergency backup goes on the lower, not on this part, but lower part, and there like faint sound of alarm going off, like fire alarm. And very, 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 very faint distant sound of like emergency sirens as like police and emergency services coming online.
Mm-hmm. So I just say like, well, it's time to get out of here.
Understood. And I guess that Dale is on communications with you.
Yep.
Okay, coming in.
I tell him what floor we're on, and tell him which side of the building that the balcony's on. And we're just gonna leave
understood.
that way.
Be there in 20, as in 20 seconds.
Yep. And I just say, back to the balcony, everyone.
Yeah.
Or leave it in style.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, we do. And obviously as the seconds pass, as he is approaching, after like 10 seconds mark, emergency lights came up here. Sounds of alarms and klaxons like rise up here too. You might even hear like faint sound coming from earpieces like, come in, security, come in, what's going on? But obviously all of them are dead. But yeah. They are all dead. And then they'll like stylishly parks so you can just hop into his hangar. And there's everybody in?
Yes.
Okay, let's get out of this place. And then he like full throttle. Yeah, I guess like John, because they are military kind of died, and Dave allows in, everybody in, let's go pilot, and then you...
Yeah. Oh no, we forgot the tech! I'm kidding.
And, you know, give me a luck save.
Luck save.
Don't worry, Steve, even if you fail, the machine won't fall down, everything's dandy. It's luck for save. Something different. Okay, very nice, so... Never mind, nothing happens.
Whether or not my face was seen by a camera turning back on?
Not necessarily your face, but generally idea that somebody was here and like camera catching VTOL.
Oh yeah, okay.
And not necessarily camera in the penthouse, just, you know, like industrial cameras or CCTVs or just like cameras from commoners, people.
Yep, so, let's see.
Yeah, you fly out and they'll ask you, where do we go, boss? Where should I land?
You know what? Let's just go to Jeb's again, and I'll go ahead and call him up.
Jeb?
Because you know. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, hey man, what's cracking, man?
Hey, you remember a couple days ago when I dropped in randomly? Yeah, you might want to get that cloth ready again. That ghillie cloth for that can cover an entire taxi cab. You might want to get that again.
Sure, man. I even started working on prototype camouflage, you know, as the optical camouflage thing. Yeah, man. I'll be ready, man.
All right. The others ask me. I just shrug. It's like some crazy guy who, as of now, lets me end ops there, so he's cool.
Majority of them just ignores, and Joan just shrugs. Well, sometimes you need a crazy friend.
That, and I don't need to pay him, so. I mean, I would if he asked, but he hasn't.
From the sounds of it, he's too fucking drugged to even consider asking for payment. That's Dave. It's like, whatever. As long as I don't need to inhale his... whatever he smokes, I'm good.
Nope. You are free to leave as soon as we land, and I paid you.
Yeah, that's fun and dandy, but is there any transportation from his place?
I guess we're gonna be sitting there for a bit, cause well, what it is we'll just wait there, let the night roll over, and then we can just take the cab back to the city. How about that? But let everything calm down in the city.
Reasonable, I guess. Fine. And then you fly towards his place, surprisingly without any pursuit, without any drones or military fighters on your tail. You land, Jeb, as usual, pulls up camouflage gear, pulls it over Vitol, Dale helps him. And Jeb is like, "Sup, Dale?" And Dale's like, "Yeah, hey man." He's not exactly thrilled to meet him again. And he's like, "Hey guys," and he's like looks at mercenary like equipment and what. "Mad digs, man. Like, hey man, have you fought in fucking army?" Like, Dave is like rubs his temple. "Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not dealing with that," and he just leaves. And Joanne is like, "Yeah, we had our fun, let's say it that way." And she also just goes away, tries to ignore it, and Jeb is like, "Yeah, tell me more, man."
I just kind of like put my arm over his shoulder and was like, "Tell you what, Jeb, I'll tell you all about it later. Just you probably want to leave those two alone. They're not the most social of folk."
Okay, man. And then he looks at, I don't remember, was it the hacker or the pre-tech guy who took a pill to become calm?
That would have been the tech guy.
Okay, so the tech guy is like, he thinks, no, like, and then Jeb looks at the tech guy. "Hey man, you look nervous, man. You wanna smoke something, man?" And he's like, "For fuck's sake," and he's like, then stops. "You know, if we are waiting here for a night, I might as well." And then, "Gonna join me, Brandy?" And then he like, "Well, we see some death, we steal some shit, might as well get fucking high." And then obviously they will join like, "Cool, man, I will prepare my best stuff, man, on the house." And yeah, then like mercs are keeping to themselves, maybe slightly outside the room. I guess you enter with the rest inside.
I'd wait a second to contact Mr. Ginger and tell him that I have the key. And that I'm at Jeb's place again.
Okay,
Because I'm sure he'd much rather show up there than, or at least send someone there, but...
Understood, I will arrive as soon as possible, stay. He seems like he's in rush, almost like run. But it doesn't sound like escaping running, like he doesn't sound like he's being chased by somebody. You don't see any gunshots.
Alright.
And then I guess you enter with others. Jeb very quickly like pulls out a bong, like fills it up with a smoke, and then they just, both of them, after like 2 or 3 times they miss, like they fly away. And Jeb is like, oh man, before I forget, you remember when I called you about that village going silent?
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
Man, and there's a conversation. "Need to go with me, man, and look at this." And you know that he has like his own like temple, like shrine, personal room with like monitors, computers and whatnot, which is like his like command. And then like if you follow him, he like sits, like stumbles, inserts some commands, and then you see, yeah, because for however he's smoked, from time to time he shows to you that he has surprisingly good skill at, for example, hacking into some things, but that's mostly like unintentional. Like he couldn't intentionally like hack the bank and get the money, even though he could. It's like he's like, yeah, just he wants to get stuff, like in this case, image from orbital satellite, military orbital satellite, that shows the village in question, and you see that there is some fires, like slowly dying fires, and like large columns of smoke coming from it, as majority of the buildings are very badly damaged or just straight up destroyed.
Well, now that's certainly something.
And then, man, look at this. And then he pops out several newspaper headlines, and he also pulls out fucking internal report from military that he also hacked. And newspapers say that military denies any comments, they investigate the matter. Military suggests that will investigate if that was Black Hand attack. And then the military report says that possible alien incursion, possible captives taken. I mean, in like short version of, obviously the long version is like the entire detailed report, what they think happened.
It's like, well, I know you're a conspiracy theorist, but UFOs are a little much. I mean, like, sure, we have space travel and whatnot, but aliens, like, who would invade the Federation, or whatever it's actually called?
It's the faction name. It's Northern Federation, because it takes majority of north part of sector.
So I was right in that. So yeah. So who would we want to even attack the Federation?
Well, you know, aliens, man. like you can almost imagine, like he does the exact same thing as the meme guy. I'm like, aliens, like they do not think as us. They apparently do not give a fuck, man. That Federation is strong, maybe not strong as we thought. And you know, it's not full invasion. It's like, well, maybe it's but I'd say it's aliens, man. I mean, that's out of character. Like, Star Wars outnumbers have alien races. They.
So he means like alien. The report means like alien aliens, not like other human aliens.
Yeah.
So that's even farther off of the wall. Like that, the chances of something like that actually happening are in game probably small. In meta, probably 100% totally happened, because you know stuff happens in campaigns.
I mean, I already know who did it, so
yeah. Just yeah, like yeah, I figure it probably was aliens, but
and that's other existing
probably, like,
faction, because let me tell you, the one sector has. When I saw the tag, I was like, excellent.
Oh.
One of the best tags to create some clusterfuck situations in further down the road.
Is it Reapers?
Not
yeah.
Reapers, but let's say this one, AI.
Ooh, fun.
Whatever, I spelled this already. The worst kind of AI, Unbreaked.
Even more fun.
Yeah, I don't know if you read much about the lore of this SVN universe.
Some of it.
But yeah, Unbreaked AI is major bad news, usually.
Yep.
Because
Skynet levels of bad news.
Yes, because they suddenly have no limits of how much they can learn and how fast. So very quickly they amass major knowledge and they start ascending to like human levels of intelligence, of like, you know, thinking. Worst case scenario. But yeah, that's for... it's just to show that the stuff is happening. Okay, so I think that's... let's say the job was happened, so it's current day that will happen when... The next day that will happen when Spencer will arrive. It will be 13th of January. And that's where we end our current session.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Like, I know you kind of threw together, like, the whole thing with the hotel. How did you think I was going to go about it?
I didn't. Honestly didn't. I was...
Were you at all expecting the lights, though?
Kinda. I mean, I assumed if you wanted to play it smart and safely, you will go for lights, because otherwise, if the power would be on, the cameras would immediately see what's going on, and then boom, alarm immediately goes on. Still, even with alarm going on, the way how quickly you deal, I mean, you wouldn't deal with them that much quickly with lights on, because they will fight back and they might have a chance to kill you.
Yeah. Like, I was going to take another job, but I'm gonna rest up a bit now since I took some damage.
Yep, healing is a bitch. Unless you decide to... There's a way to like speed up your healing, but that's for payment, of course.
Go to a doctor.
As I look, you don't get an XP for quests, for your goals, but for quests and finishing this job, I'm gonna say... Well, you approach it smartly, you dealt with troubles, I'm gonna say... Oh, fuck, I wanted to say 1000, but then I see you would be 20 away, and I'm not gonna be that dick. Okay, so you get just enough to level up, so your XP level is 3020.
Alright.
And you will level up, for next level up you need... you need 6020.
Alright. So I feel that went well.
Yeah, that was fun. I had tough time, like, very quickly figuring out potential jobs for you while looking at the tags and trying to keep flow of the battle, but it went fine, I think.
And the other 3 jobs will be good for later sessions for a while, probably.
Yep. I mean, when the end of the month comes, I will do a faction turn, and when the... I mean, not the by-the-book faction turn, I'm not using spreadsheets, but I will make some rolls, and when the factions start rolling with their jobs, with their events, the more, like, plot hooks for jobs appear.
Yep, but, like, just... And, like, all what I've changed is... Fun stuff, yay!
Yep. Well, it was fun. Don't know when we're gonna play next, but someday.